This is the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus. Everyone is thinking about the ways to minimize cost, and you can see it in the phones of today. The fight to create and market anything new is challenging, and it all boils down to making the fewest possible sacrifices. Wait, that's the new iPhone 14. You add some good cameras, perhaps use the same design as last year, adjust the software, use the same chip as before, and simply give it a new name. Although it is a good phone, it is essentially the same as last year's model. With this year's Galaxy S23 Plus, Samsung appears to have missed the masses that Apple received a few months ago. Samsung loves to argue against this. Hello everyone, this is Prajwal Nepali and this is the 360 Reviews. The Galaxy S23 Plus is brand new from every angle and viewpoint. There are used parts, however, these are the best used parts available on the market right now at this price point. Samsung provides a fresh design, a new processor, and an entirely new experience. In addition, the newly promotions are particularly alluring because you get the 256GB model for the price of Rs 151,999 in Nepal. On paper, unless you like the world of AirDrop and iMessage, I can't think of any reason to pick the iPhone 14 when Samsung is offering this phone at this price. Talking about the design, the best phone designers are at Samsung disposals, and this year, even the most minor changes have a dramatic effect on spectators. The Galaxy S23 Plus is a remarkable phone to see in any color, whether it is white or black. The phone's floating camera lenses are eye-catching and give it a modern, sleek appearance. The Gorilla Glass Victus 2 layers matte surface is wonderful, and thus far it has successfully resisted scratches and an unintentional tumble to a concrete floor. Given that this amazing variant, the Galaxy S23 Plus is lighter and easier to carry than the S23 Ultra. The IP68 water and dust resistance is a bonus, and Samsung is constructing it with several environmentally responsible practices, which is great for people who are into saving the planet. A USB-C cable is included, but there is no charger, as is the case with pretty much every smartphone manufacturer today. Overall, this is a well-constructed beauty that I might splurge my savings on. Talking about the display, the 6.6-inch AMOLED 8-bit panel with 1750 nits of peak brightness, variable refresh rate of up to 120Hz is quite a beauty. The ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensor makes a return as well in this standard spec device from Samsung. This combination may fall short against those flagships of Chinese origin, but it easily defeats the iPhone 14. The Galaxy S23 Plus has a stunning display to show off in public. Everything seems bright and high contrast, whether it's on your Instagram feed or your images. The peak brightness of 1750 nits is certainly useful outside. Also, the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor functions even with wet hands, albeit speed and reliability are still an issue. Talking about the performance, regarding its best performance, the Galaxy S23 Plus sees the largest improvement. The Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 for Galaxy custom version of the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 amplifies the already excellent processor. This chip can play demanding mobile games like Call of Duty Mobile and Apex Legends Mobile at high graphics settings for extended periods of time, thanks to significantly faster CPU and GPU clock speeds. Also, unlike last year's chip, it doesn't heat up and malfunction in a matter of minutes. The processor now consumes far less battery power than before, which is another improvement in efficiency. In light of moderate usage situations, this enables 4700 mAh battery to now provide a full day's worth of endurance on a single charge. Yet, if you play more video games or use the cameras for long periods of time, the battery might still run out before the day is out. The 45-watt wide charging fills the battery up at a fast speed. Beyond the upgraded chip, the Galaxy S23 Plus is a comfortable phone to use. The Android 13-based One UI 5.1 user interface is nicely optimized with smooth animations and quick app loading times. Every function is conveniently located and well organized. There are certainly many options that you will never use, but they are all stashed away in the settings menu. I'm happy to inform that there have been no advertising found in Samsung widgets or applications. I adore the sidebar for easy access to my favorite applications and the live TV stream provided by the Samsung free app. And although the customizing options for the always-on display are fantastic, the battery does deplete more quickly when it is enabled. The music quality delivered by the dual speaker configuration, whose output has been calibrated nicely, in another aspect worth praising. Although it doesn't have the same low-end punch as the iPhone 14 speakers, overall sound quality is decent and volume levels can become pretty loud. The Galaxy S23 Plus is a worldwide model that supports all 5G variants. However, as of the time of writing, I had only tested 5G and connectivity performance was adequate. Also, I did not have any problems like sudden call dropouts, and network coverage was strong even in difficult terrain. With the S23 series, sustainability is the primary goal, and Samsung promises 4 Android OS upgrades and 5 years of security patches. Outpacing Google's Pixel 7 series, this is the most OS upgrades that have been promised by any Android phone manufacturer. This makes the phone a good purchase because of Samsung's previous track record with updates. Talking about the camera, let's get right to the point. The Galaxy S23 Plus has good cameras, however they fall short of those found on the Google Pixel 7. The Galaxy S23 Plus will please the vast majority of individuals who adore Samsung's rich tones and the HDR appearance of their images. Samsung will only include the 200-megapixel ISO-cell SP2 sensor in the Ultra, therefore the other S23 models will only feature a 50-megapixel primary camera. A 10-megapixel telephoto camera and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera are the secondary cameras on the S23 Plus. While images taken in daylight are vivid, packed with details, and aggressively handled shadows, photos taken in low light show the phone stepping up the processing to improve textures and reduce noise. In low light conditions, the primary camera is the most trustworthy of the three, while sunny conditions are best suited for the ultra-wide and telephoto lenses. With excellent dynamic range and exposure control, video performance is also excellent, closing the gap with the iPhone's lead in this area. The 12-megapixel selfie camera performs well as well, handling skin tones and background exposures with care and loads of details. Nevertheless, unlike the Pixel 7, the color science is artificial and has a tendency to aggressively compress the shadows. You consistently obtain clear, colorful photographs, but the end product is not what you want. Luckily, Samsung this time has successfully lowered the lens glare to almost non-existent levels. Talking about the verdict, with the exception of its battery life, the Galaxy S22 from last year was a good phone overall. This year, Samsung makes several little but important modifications that have a significant impact. The Galaxy S23 Plus is now one of the greatest smartphones you can get for Rs 1,51,999 for 256 model in Nepal. The battery life has significantly increased, making this phone more dependable for regular usage. The heating problem is resolved with a customized Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 processor, which operates significantly better and for longer. In contrast to Apple's stagnant iOS 16, the One UI experience is once more very well polished, and the promise of 4 OS upgrades makes it even more alluring. The cameras are set up well for practically all lighting situations, and I think the lack of bulky camera hump gives the phone a cute appearance, especially in the color of green. Having said that, you must consider what the competition has to offer. At this price, the Apple iPhone 14 is less impressive in terms of specs, but it is more dependable bundle, especially with its ecosystem advantages. Because of this, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus is an excellent all-round option for anybody looking to buy a new phone today for less than Rs 1,55,000. What more do we need to declare the king of this market area than beautiful appearance, a lovely and smooth display, fantastic performance, good battery life, and a flexible set of perfectly calibrated cameras. On our 360 scale, we give the Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus a 320. I've been Prajwal Nepali, and I will see you in the next 360 reviews. Till then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya! Thank you to Samsung for providing us with the review unit.